Greetings and salutations, my excellent friends. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Behind me is Suwon Station, and that is the destination for today's walk and talk. But I'm actually starting it across the street because there's a few things I want to show you. Well, of course, we have the booming U Square mobile phone store. But over here, we have a new elevator going in, a new exit going in over there, a new exit going in over here. And you may be asking yourself, well, why? Well, the reason for that is that finally, after several years, the Bundang line is going to connect with Suwon Station, linking the yellow Bundang line that goes up all the way up into Seoul, Wangshimi Station, through Bundang, through Yongin, through Suji, through Yongtong, close by where I am, Mampo Station, and finally to here. It's awesome. It's so much fun to actually have that Suwon connection still going through. So, and in this street, I'll take you down here a different day. But going through there, lots of bars, lots of restaurants, lots of food, cafe pause. I might have to go back there for coffee. Lots of stores, rubber ducks to someplace. And then we have the new entrances for the underground shopping market. And this, unfortunately, has been closed for a long time. A lot of stores went out of business temporarily during the refit, and they're only now starting to get open. So we'll walk through here. Again, shopping, mobile phones, lots of mobile phone places down here. We'll go through here so we can get to the actual station. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this is there are lots of train stations all over Korea, and Suwon Station happens to be the station that I use the most. When Joe and I travel around, we actually don't like going into Seoul to start out because it's an hour plus to get up there. But if we start here, we can actually cut out a lot of time. And it wasn't really until 2010 that the KTX actually started from Suwon Station. So we've only had KTX service here for a couple of years, and that has made a huge difference because previously we had to go up about a half hour or all the way into Seoul, a full hour away, to get that KTX connection. We always had Mugonghwa and Sebao trains here, all the little trains, but never KTX until 2010. So we're a little flower store. Men Flower. I love the name of that. Beautiful roses, beautiful flowers. A little restaurant here. Bibimbap. Bakmandugu. 안녕하세요. Some kimbaps. And then we have this staircase. I'm not going to go down this staircase because this takes us to the subway portion of Suwon Station. I'm going to show you that in just a little bit. I am going to show you up here. So we'll come up out of this area. Now, one of the things that's also taking place next to Suwon Station is that they're building a Novotel. Now, Novotel is a big hotel franchise around the world. This might be a little bit interesting. You can get in anyway. So you can actually see the construction right here. All this, little fresh veggies. So this is the construction site for the Novotel, and that's actually going to be hugely important for Suwon because it's going to have a huge impact on overall tourism here in the area. So I came in on the other side of this little rotary. You can see through the gap right there. That's where I was. And this across the street is the Northern Bus Terminal. Two big rows where tons and tons of buses come. And on the opposite side, there's of course the South Terminal. But the interesting thing about Suwon Station is that some buses stop below the bridge in the distance, they stop over here, they stop over here, or they stop even down there. And the same coming up all through here. Some buses actually stop down there and at the South Terminal. So coming to Suwon Station by bus, well, it's sometimes a little confusing because you don't know exactly where to get off. When Joe and I come here, We stop off down there because we can just hop over the bridge and get right into the station. But that's the actual Suwon bus stop for Suwon Station. So here we go. This is AK Plaza. We have the CGV IMAX with IMAX with the Veet box. That's right, 5-beat Veet. That's where the Veet box comes from. Oh, it's Angel and Us. This used to be a coffee bean. Outback Steakhouse, AK Plaza, huge shopping mall. And then we have Suwon Station. Beautiful. A couple of stores down below. We have Burberry here. And a coach down below. I'll show you the coach. Suwon Tourist Information Center. If you're coming here for tourism, if you want to go see the fortress, you want to see some of the other sites, you can pop right in here. They do speak English. They'll get maps. They'll tell you which buses to take. They're freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. So here we go. Coach. For all those that like Coach products, you can come right here to Suwon Station and get it right here. Now, I will tell you this, because believe it or not, I have done a little research, courtesy of, I say, my wife's done a lot of research, I've done some research, because I just didn't think it was possible. There's a huge surplus on luxury brands like this, and if you compare the price to what you'd pay in the United States, you'd think that the prices here are just simply outrageous. But in a large number of countries around the world, even though I think the prices are outrageous here, they're actually cheaper than what you'd find there. So here we go. We're coming up to the main part of Suwon Station. And this is the train station portion of it. So we have a little banky area here, and we're gonna come in right through the door. And this is what greets you. Suwon Station. Go into the mall over there. And the Angel and Us coffee stand. This used to be a McCafe Express. About a year and a half ago, it went out of business and then we got replaced with this. So we'll go over here first before we loop around. So these are the gates that will take us to the subway area. Take us right down to the tracks. I'm not gonna go in there. Huge Storyway Cafe in there. Storyway convenience store over here. And another one over here. Get your newspapers, get some things to go. If you want to buy tickets, you have several options. You can buy your tickets over here, and you can see the display when the trains are coming, or you can use any of these machines. Now, I personally will use these machines if I need to get a standing ticket. You can see someone was halfway through it right there. But I have the app on my phone, that's what I typically use. There's also an information booth down there. Some stores, waiting areas here. That's really about it down here. Some clothing, you can get to the parking area. There's a toilet facility over here and a toilet facility on the other side. Huge GS25. This is where Joe and I typically will get some snacks for the road. And then of course, the Loteria. A 24-hour Loteria. So if Joe and I get here a little bit early, we will pop in there and get something to eat. Which brings me to an interesting question. Those of you that are in Japan, you call it Loteria. A lot of expats here in Korea call it Loteria, even though the Hangul isn't written that way. So I'd love to hear from you. Loteria or Loteria in Japan. I didn't have the opportunity to try a little Loteria when I was in Japan. So we're going up to the second floor. You can kind of get a nice view of it down here. And this house here has a lot of restaurants up here. So we have, I'll go clockwise, so we have Smoothie King, which predated the, was it Jamba Juice that just came here? Burger King, which I've eaten at a few times. Premium Bonjuk and Bibimbap Cafe. So if you want some great food, let's see if they have it up here. No, well, bibimbap. More bibimbap offerings than anything else. Here's the full menu. Do they have? This is what I love. Samgyejuk. Samgyejuk is my favorite. That's what I always get. So if you know of samgyetan, ginseng chicken soup in Korea, samgyejuk is just pretty much the same. Baskin Robbins. Some shoes. Past the entry into AK Plaza, Cafe Pascucci, an up-end coffee franchise. Here we have Kraze Burger, a Japanese hamburger franchise, where you can get beer. That's right, beers and franchise. Pho Bay with some Saigon export. Oh, that looks good. Right there. That looks tasty. We have a KB Bank. Give you another look. About halfway through, here's the escalator I went up. The waiting area. KFC. I have to say, I have been tempted to get this. I might have to get this and just have a little vlog. Get the max. That's right. All meat, no bun, right there. Heart attack on a plate. This is on. Looks like some kind of upscale coffee shop. I've never seen that. Dunkin' Donuts. 5 + 1 free. There was a Dunkin' Donuts ad I tweeted out the other day that was 3 glazed and 3 free. So that was a pretty smoking deal. See, we have another Korean restaurant over here. And of course, Vips, the #1 steak franchise in Korea. Although I think Outback probably has more, but Vips is what all my students like going to. Vips and Ashley's. And then we're back here at Smoothie King. Vips used to have, I'm not sure if it's been a while since I've been there, Vips used to have a killer salad bar. Just a phenomenal salad bar. So what I'm going to do now is go down the escalator. I'm actually going to go through the ticketing gates and head down to the platform area so you can take a look at that. And then we're going to head down to the subway area because that's actually where I probably spend most of my time. When I come to this station, into this area, it's either by bus or by subway. I usually find that a little bit faster. And if we're here by rail, it's just in and out. So, yeah. Now you might be wondering how I'm able to go down here so quickly. And don't they check my tickets? They usually don't check tickets until you get on the train. And even then, a lot of times they don't check your tickets at all. So you just need to wait and it'll tell you what track you need to go on, what trains are coming, and you just make your way down. And you can follow the directions on which way you need to go. So if you're going up or going down, you have the area. And it also tells you kind of where you'll need to stay, or stand rather. So we'll go down and take a look. So if you're going to Busan or Yosu, Gwangju or Mokpo, this is where the side you'll be on. So this side of the platform. Mugunghwa train looks like it's just pulling in, or is it pulling out? That's what she said! So that one's going up to Seoul, since it's heading in the opposite direction. And,
scheduled to depart at.
Oh, we got a train arriving.
Is arriving at.
And we have a subway arriving. This is going to be cool.
Behind the safety line. Thank you very much.
So you can see the subway platform is right over here, and you see they all have screen doors on them. Most train stops, it's going to go on the other side. So this particular platform has one on either side. So that may mean that an express is coming down pretty soon as well. So yeah, the screen door is in place so that no one can jump in front to commit suicide. But what I wanted to show you is actually over here. This is actually very helpful. So at each one of these pillars and on the floor, there's the train. It'll say what car it is. So if you're taking the KTX, this would be number 10. And on the pillars, it also says if you're taking the Mugunghwa or the Seimao, what cars line up near here, or the Nuriro, what car is taken as well. So both folks getting on, and that's it. And a couple of trash receptacles here. So it makes it quite easy. That's quite nice. Really easy to get in and out, even if you don't speak or read Korean. They've done a really good job of making it easy. And of course, over here, you can see signs for elevator or stairs. So I will head up and then out. And then we'll get on over to the subway area. Now, I have not ridden extensively in the United States. I did go to the Fort Worth, or Dallas, I guess, Amtrak terminal when I was a young boy, and rode from Dallas all the way up to Chicago. And that was a long, long journey. Yeah, we actually had our car towed away. I remember that, the old Dodge Dart. We mistakenly parked it in the no parking area, and it was towed away by the city because the sign that said no parking had been fell down, and we didn't get a chance to see it when we left the car there. Random stories, yes, that's right. Random stories. So you can enter the subway area here and go down to the platform like I showed you, but I'm going to take you into the subway area because that is also pretty amazing. People going in the shop. It's the shopping season. Oh yeah, it's the shopping season. We're gonna do a little shopping. All right, here we go. I'm not going to do any shopping. So coming out the main door, and we are going to head down. And people coming and going. This is actually a fairly busy terminal. I think in terms of subway ridership, they have almost 90,000 people coming through the station on a daily basis based on last year's transportation rates, and about 35,000 people a day on the actual commuter rails, whether it be KTX or one of the other lines. Well, this is actually kind of cool too. So you can actually see all the different bus stops like I was mentioning earlier. So you have the South Bus Shelter, one on the other side. This is where Joe and I typically get off over there. That one down there, that one over there, and elsewhere. If you're going into Seoul and you catch one of the buses that go into Seoul, this is the one that you typically need to go to. So now we also have a few restaurants outside of the station as well. Coming up, of course, is a BR Cafe. That's right, Baskin Robbins 31 flavor. Get a cafe. Well, they actually have Chanel here too. Ah, Chanel. Chanel always reminds me of my grandmother. She loved Chanel number 5. So beautiful little cafe with high back pink chairs. You see the different desserts. 2001 Americano in there. All the ice cream cakes. The Dream Caramel Dream Waffle. That looks good. And we're actually going to go down to the food hall at Libro. That's what I want to show. That actually used to be a GS Super. And it looks like we have a little market over here. and then another 24-hour loteria, and this is actually a 2-story loteria. Now we actually go in there quite often, and I'm not sure if it's still there anymore. Way down there, past the pyramid, on the other side down there. You head down there, you can actually buy a round-trip ticket to Everland or to Caribbean Bay. Makes it really easy if you're going there. You can actually take a local bus from the North Bus Shelter on the other side, but if you do that, it takes an hour, hour and a half. Buying the round-trip ticket, the custom ticket, makes it so much easier. So much easier. So we're gonna pop down exit number 6 back here and head into the area that I see most frequently. All the different taxis lining up for people to come home. Typically the last buses around here go about, let's see, start their runs about 11:30. So a lot of times Joe and I have to just book it from the train area if we're coming in late at night out to here to catch the last bus. And a few times we haven't been so lucky. We've had to cab it home. And it's about 16,000 won cab ride. I guess add 20% now, 25% now, since the rates have gone up. All right, here we go. Heading down to the basement, yeah. Who needs music? I can just make it myself. Design Skin. Now this is actually, I was actually surprised to see this the other day. This is a new makeup store. This actually used to be a Dunkin' Donuts, and for years it was a Dunkin' Donuts, but now it isn't. All right, so now I'm gonna take the beanie off since I'm getting a little warm. All right, I'll go this way. Homeless person begging. Coffee and sweet tea, a little vending machine action there. Storyway, again, fairly small convenience store. You can go in and get some stuff. And go straight ahead and you'll get into AK Plaza, up the exits that way, or you can go in through these doors. The actual restrooms are in there. So this is a fairly broad area. And you can see they have a full GS25 down here as well. So let's head back this way. Ooh, do we have any funky socks? I want me some funky socks. Oh, these are cute. 3,000 won. 3,000 won, not too bad. Oh, these are cute. Sleeping socks. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Alright. Things ready for the holidays over here. Bakery, a Storyway Bakery. So one glutinous rice donut for 1,000, 3 for 2,500. Not bad. That's fairly cheap. There's a blessing. There's the front side of the Storyway. And that's a fairly outdated subway map. But you can see this yellow Boondong line down here. That's going to come right here. And it's supposed to open at the end of this year, so December 2013 or the first part of 2014. Fares you can pay, and then the gates to get into the subway platforms. And either bank right or bank left. There's a few little places in here where you can get some snacks as well. But now we're gonna head into the AK food hall. This will be my very first time coming in to the food hall because, like I said, it used to be a GS Super, and I've never set foot in there. So I'll try to show you as much as I can. I'm not gonna talk that much because, well, you know, I have the camera running. Don't want to draw too much attention to myself and have them stop me recording. So here we go. Oh, wow. Lovely. That's a nice baguette. little more pricey. Ooh. I might have to get that. Those just look tasty. And even one with Oreo cookies? Wow. It's a nice little bakery area. Oh, they have a Moz burger here. Oh, wow. They get some smoothies. Wow. They got wine and spirits. Jägermeister. Here's the Jägermeister. Hoover tacos or wraps, it looks like. Some tacos. Donuts. Krispy Kreme. Oh, Krispy Kreme's here. Mountain Dew. Ooh. Did not know Krispy Kreme was here. Some hot dogs. Chinese food. Rice cakes. Hot bar. Different kinds of sausages. Oh. Takoche looks like. Chicken on a stick. Meat on a stick. Pajang. 7,000 won. It's a bit pricey. Muffins. Lots of imported food. Right, so you can go shopping in there. Then you still have the shopping area. Waffles, crepes. Some kind of crackers, Gongcha, tea, health foods back there. That's the escalator that we saw earlier. Different kinds of chocolates. Cookies and brown. Ooh, hi. Tarts. Get some sushi on.
They're just hype.
Yeah, I gotta say, this is a very nice addition. Very upmarket. They did a good job with this. Some gelato, Crow's Nest Pizza Pub, and of course the Moz burger. So different kind of 9-inch pizzas, 7,500 won, 33,000 won for that pizza. Wow. Not quite sure I would spend 33,000 won on a pizza. So, all right, so that is it down here. Time to head out to the platform. So, turn this around. Boop. There we go. So you can see if you're heading up north that way, south down this way. Here we are. Information. See when the next train's coming. Even says you can see the subway going up to Seoul, leaving over there. Storyway. But yeah, that's it. That is Suwon Station in a nutshell. Sorry I had to rush through the food hall area, but you know, didn't clear filming ahead of time. So it is a private establishment and wasn't sure how open they would be to filming in there. Anyway, so I'm gonna head back to Dongtan. Oh my gosh, the coffee place is closed. It's closed. It's closed. Anyway, I am going to head back to Dongtan, do a little work, have a little lunch, and then get ready to enjoy the rest of my day. But before I go, I'd love to hear from you. You know, do you ride trains? What's your favorite thing about the commuter terminal or the train station that you've been at? Or if you saw something interesting in this video, what really struck out at you? All right, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to be true to yourself and always be awesome.